Hey, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Randy Man Cave. If you're new to my channel, we talk about physical media, video games, any man cave projects, also women cave. But here I'm about to share my top 10 gangster movies that I have in my collection. I love gangster movies, mafia, Crips, Bloods, whatever is all for entertainment, but some of them are based on true events. Some of them are inspired by true events. So I just like to show you my top 10. I'm planning on this, my first top 10 list I have on my channel, and I'm planning on doing more in the future. So if you're new to my channel, please click the like button, please subscribe, please show the support for my channel. I will appreciate it. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into it. First, I like to mention some of my HMs, which is honorable missions. Some that didn't made it to my top 10, but I just like to show them off in my collection and show you what I have. And some movies that I still enjoy to watch, just not on a regular basis. So I'm just going ahead and get into it. Some of them not considered as gangster movies. Some people don't consider them as gangster movies, but I just like to show what I have, and some that I don't have in my top 10, but I am going to show what I have is some that I have in my collection, and I fairly enjoy watching. So there's Gangs of New York. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It have a great cast. DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis, Cameron Diaz. Check it out, Gangs of New York. It's a great movie, great like revenge movie. Son revenge, father's death. That's pretty much what it is. But it's great acting. I love the action. I have to be in the mood to watch this type of movie, but it's a great movie. Check it out. I have Al Pacino, Carlito's Way. It's not considered as a gangster movie. I just enjoy this movie. I put it in just a guy who's trying to make money and just made people piss off, and it's a good movie. It's a good, fairly entertaining movie with Sean Penn and Al Pacino. So go ahead and check it out. It's called Carlito's Way. I have this movie called Mobsters. I got this from groove.com, GRUV.com. I never seen it, so I purchased it. I watched it. It's okay. It's not one of those movies I will watch on a rainy day, but it is inspired by true events. And from reading the backstory, this movie is pretty accurate of like what happened in real life, but it's not the best acting movie. It do have some actors in here. Let's see, you have Christian Slater. I didn't know he was in this type of movie, but I got Mobsters. Go ahead and check it out. Might like it, might not, but it's a fairly good watch. Got the movie Gangster Squad. I was kind of disappointed in this movie. It was okay. With Josh Brolin, you got Ryan Gosling, you got Nick Nolte, got Emmy Stone, and got Sean Penn that's playing as Mickey Cohen. It's okay. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but if I, wanted to pop in, and the acting is okay, the action is okay. It's kind of based on a true story, but Hollywood put that little twist in there. If you go ahead and check out the backstory on that on YouTube or whatever, you can see it's like the movie's like nowhere near it. What happened in real events, but it's okay. Called Gangster Squad. Check it out. I have Run All Night with Nayland. I can't even talk right now. I got Ed Harris. You got Carmen in here. You got Liam Neeson. He's in here. I was all pumped up when this movie first came out, and then when I finally seen it, it's okay. Like I said, I put it right there with Gangster Squad. I was slightly disappointed, but it was okay. About two guys whose sons got in some bull crap, and the one gangster dude trying to kill his son, and Liam Neeson pretty much changed his whole life around, and he wasn't part of that type of life, but his son was still in there, and he got in trouble. I mean, it's okay. Like, I watched it a couple of times. It's a fairly good watch. Matter of fact, I might watch it this weekend, honestly, just to give him I know I didn't hate it that bad, but it wasn't what I expected. But check it out. It's called Run All Night. And I got Live by Night with starring Ben Affleck. Not the best movie, but it was better than what I thought it was going to be. this movie pretty much surprised me, but I watched it a couple of times, and it's okay. It's not bad. Like, it was decent. So again, I put that with Run All Night and Gangster Squad. Is one of those movies you probably like, I ain't seen in a while. Let me pop it in real quick. Live by the Night is pretty good. Check it out. It's all right. So those are the ones I want to show that was in my collection. Now I'm going to show off the the 4 movies that they made it in my top 10, but came really close. Again, some of these movies not considered. I got 5 movies that they made in my top 10, but they were, they came close. But it was, I broke it down to 10 movies that I could say I could watch on a daily basis, and it's my favorite. So I'm gonna start off with Scarface. Scarface is not considered as, you can put it in the gangster genre, but to me, it's an okay movie. Like I said, like a lot of people are Scarface fans, and I know a lot of people say, you crazy, and Scarface not in your top 10? It's okay. Al Pacino's a good actor. He killed the part. It's just that it's not one of those movies I can say like, hey, I could put it in my top 10. It's a great movie. I'm not knocking it. Scarface is always going to be a classic. I heard that, it's supposed to be a remake. I think Al Pacino, one of those actors it's hard to follow by, but Scarface is an honorable mention. Almost made it to the top 10, but didn't. The Untouchables with Robert De Niro, with a great cast: Sean Connery, you got Andy Garcia, you got Kevin Costner. If you ever seen this movie, it's good. You got Robert De Niro playing as Scarface, Al Pacino. You have Sean Connery. I think he almost won an award for his acting in this movie, or I think he did one. I can't remember. But you have let's say Kevin Costner. He played Elliot Ness, the officer trying to take down Al Capone. Robert De Niro killed the part Al Capone. Everybody did a good job. Love this movie. It's a classic. If you haven't seen it, check it out. This is a remake. There's another Untouchable that was made way back in, I believe, in the 40s or 30s, something like that, with Robert Stack playing Elliot Ness. So if you haven't, I haven't watched that one, but I watched this one. This one's pretty good. Check it out, Untouchables, with Robert De Niro and Kevin Costner. Next, got The Iceman. Not based on the mafia life, but have the mafia mission in this movie, and it's based on Richard, if I say his name correctly, Kokuski. He was a hitman for the mafia, as he claims. There's some stories saying he wasn't. He was just a serial killer. But at the end of the day, I was entertained by the movie. It had good acting. It had Chris Evans in it. It had Ray Liotta. It had James Franco. Have Wyoming Ryder. It had Michael Shannon. They play in The Iceman. I think this is a sleeper. I think it's a good movie. Almost made it to our top 10, so I put it in my HM's honorable mentions. It's okay. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. You won't be disappointed. You have okay. Let's get this out here. Johnny Depp, great actor. Not one of my favorites, but when he playing serious parts, that's when he's more entertaining for me. I'm not entertained to Johnny Depp when he's got all the white face playing in Tim Burton's movies. That's not my cup of tea, but I like Johnny Depp when he played like serious parts. So I got Blow, again, not considered as a gangster movie, but it do have the cartel in here, which is a gang. But he's selling drugs, just a guy making money, inspired by true events, based on a true story. Got Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz in here. Got a couple other heads in here that you will recognize, a couple of actors in here you would like. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. Blow is a good movie. First time I seen it, I was like, oh wow, Johnny Depp can play, those kind of parts. I know he's been playing serious parts before then, but I like Blow. Is in my honorable mentions, but not considered a gangster movie, but it got a gang in there related, so I threw it in there. Also, again, another Johnny Depp title, almost made it to our top 10, but didn't. It's called Public Enemies. Great movie, great cast. Got Johnny Depp, got Christian Bale. They going at it. Johnny Depp playing as the famous gangster, I can't remember his name right now, John Dillinger, and he going against Christian Bale, who's in the FBI, and based on true events, pretty accurate. from the real story, from what I've seen, the documentary. But it's a great, back and forth, bad guy versus good guy type of movie. And I put this in the it definitely is a gangster movie. It's a gang. They robbing banks. So I put it in the honorable mention. I do like watching it. Again, with this movie, I got to be in the mood to watch it. But it's pretty good. I like Johnny Depp as playing as John Dicklinger, and I like Christian Bale. He playing an FBI agent, and they going at it, and you wouldn't be disappointed. Check this out, Public Enemies. Those my top 5 honorable mentions. So let's get into the list. My top 10 gangster movies. All right, starting off with Road to Predictions. Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, and Jude Law. And you also have a young, I think he wasn't even known back then. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, so I'm going to have to cheat. Daniel Craig. James Bond himself, he's in this movie. First time I seen this movie, I didn't know what to expect because I don't really see Tom Hanks playing in these type of gangster movies, whatever. But I do consider it as a gangster movie because Tom Hanks is in the gang. He murdered people for money. He worked for Paul Newman. Stuff turned sideways with his son. I'm not going to go too much into it because there's nice little twists and turns in this movie. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's an older movie. This movie came out like maybe early 2000s, I believe. Let me see, 2002. First time I seen it, I fell in love with it. Every time I watch it, I enjoy it. It's number 10 on my list. It's Road to Prediction with Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, Jude Law, Daniel Craig, starting off Daniel Craig. And I believe you will enjoy this movie. Just give it a shot. Road to Predictions. Number 9. I named 2 Johnny Depp movies that I like. He playing in the serious, gang selling drugs type of movies. But this is my favorite one of Johnny Depp. It's made it in my top 10. I enjoyed every time I watched it. He gave a great performance called Black Mass. He's playing as Waddy Burglar, I think that's his name. Yeah, Burglar, whatever his name is. But yeah, starring Johnny Depp. Oh, goodness. Johnny Depp pretty much made this movie. I watched this movie because of Johnny Depp acting. In this movie, he killed the part. I'm telling you, like, Johnny Depp need to play more parts like this. Like, I will watch them. But I love this movie. Got a great cast. Got there's a few to name. You got Johnny Depp. You got Benedict Cumberbatch. You got Kevin Bacon. You have Joel Edgerton. It's just an all-time great cast, great performances. This is a movie where performances make the movie. Sometimes you got the action that make the movie. Sometimes you got the CGI make the movie. You got different, reasons. The movie is pretty much basic, but the acting make the movie. You will love this. Please check it out. Johnny Depp, Black Mass. You won't be disappointed. Black Mass definitely in my top 10. And it's number 9 on my list. All right, number 8, you got Donnie Brasco with Johnny Depp and Al Pacino. Johnny Depp, he played in a lot of good movies, man. When he be playing that serious, not weird white face characters, whatever. I like them when he playing the movies. I got a lot of Johnny Depp. Matter of fact, I think I named like 4 of them already. But back to Donnie Brasco, based on the true story. The movie's almost pretty accurate from what really happened. Is I consider it as a gangster movie. You got Johnny Depp, who went in undercover as Donnie Brasco into the mafia. He got so deep, he almost became a made man. When you're a made man, nobody can touch you like you that guy. When he was getting so deep, they had to pull him out. And then after that, when they found out he was an FBI agent, all hell broke loose. But it's a great movie. Please check it out. Johnny Depp. You won't be disappointed. It's an older movie. This movie came out a long time ago. You see the date. Came out in 97. So if you like gangster movies, mafia movies, check this out. You won't be disappointed. Great acting. I think Johnny Depp and Al Pacino had great chemistry, and it was perfect. Al Pacino gave a great performance, by the way. Check that out. So that's number 8 on my list. All right, going to number 7, Kill the Irishman. First time I seen this movie was on streaming. I never heard of it. No, it was on TV. I never heard of it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. It's about Danny Green, this Irishman who pretty much went against the Cleveland Mafia. It's not pretty much, he did win against Cleveland Mafia. He was giving them problems, and it was just all hell breaking loose in Cleveland around that time. But it's a great movie, great acting. I didn't realize it had Christopher Walken in here, that Val Kilmer, got Ray Stevenson who playing as Danny Green. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. This is a sleeper. A lot of people don't know about this movie, but glad I found it. And every time I watch it, I enjoy it. It's called Kill the Irishman, based on true events. The dude who played Ray Stevenson, who played Danny Green, did a hell of a job, because when I seen how he act and then I seen the real Danny Green, it was pretty accurate. So I really enjoyed this movie. Please check this out. You would really enjoy it. Some stuff, like I said, Hollywood, we had that little twist on there on every mafia movie. Some of them try to be as accurate as possible. Sometimes you can't. Hollywood put that stuff in there to make it more entertaining. I was entertained. Kill the Irishman. Check it out. Let's see. I'm going down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My last 6. Next, right behind it, you got Kill the Irishman. You got The Irishman. With Martin Swayze movie with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci. Can't go wrong. I love this movie. Long. It's like over 3 hours. But it wasn't really as much as action. But the dialogue and the acting carried this movie. And you can't go wrong with Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, and Al Pacino. I love this set. When I heard it was coming on physical, the first time I seen it, it was on Netflix, I believe, and I went ahead and brought it when I found out it was on physical media, and I love this set. I watched this movie one other time after it. Like I said, it's a long movie, and I enjoy it every time. Joe Pesci do a hell of a job. Robert De Niro do a hell of a job. Al Pacino do a hell of a job. It's pretty much a story about a guy who claims he killed Jimmy Hoffa, who was played by Al Pacino. A lot of people say the story is BS, but he wrote a book. They made a movie out of it. Well, Martin Swayze directed a movie of it, and it turned out great to me. I enjoyed it, and please check it out. Just letting you know it's a long movie, but you'll be pleased. And when I say the acting carried this movie, this acting carried the movie. You will know why. They did a lot of CGI. They had a young Robert De Niro, a young Joe Pesci, and a young Al Pacino, and they de-aged throughout the whole movie, which I like. Honestly, you can't even see the CGI. Like, it's that good. So they did a great job with the Asian part, and the acting. Can't go wrong with those 3. You will enjoy it. The Irishman. All right, coming down to my last 5. Okay, we have. I put it as a group. Like, I didn't separate them, but I have to put it in my top 5. But it's The Godfather. I put a Godfather 1, 2, and 3. They number 5. I like The Godfather. Don't get me wrong. I love part 1. I love part 2. Part 3, we all know, was not that good. But I got all 3, complete the series. But The Godfather, like I said, it's like The Irishman. Not a lot of action, great dialogue, great lines, but it really is a classic. Can't go wrong. First time I seen part 1, I had to watch 2. When I watched part 2, I had to watch 3. Then when I watched 3, I wish it wasn't no 3. But at the same time, though, it's a classic. Can't go wrong with The Godfather. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Robert Duvall. If you haven't seen the cast, I can't read them all the cast members, but it is a classic. You can't go wrong, and you will love it. Please, if you haven't seen The Godfather, check it out at least one time. If you're into the gangster, movies or whatever, The Godfather clearly is a gang movie, mafia movie. Is in that category. It's great. Check it out. All right, my top 4, and it was hard between 3 and 4. I was going back and forth for a while, but I finally decided I make this number 4, The Departed. What can I say about this movie? Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg. The list goes on and on. Great actors, great movie. I love The Departed. Martin Swayze, he knocked this one out of the park. I love it. Is it a gangster movie? I believe it is. You got Robert De Niro, who went undercover to go underneath, as he's I believe he's FBI, or I can't remember, but he went undercover, deep undercover, to catch Jack Nicholson, who was the leader of the gang. And the acting is crazy, the action is crazy, the twists and turns of the movie at the end is crazy. I did not expect the ending. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to go ahead and spoil it for it, because every time I ask someone if you've seen Departed, they say no. I do not talk about it. You must watch this movie. It's great. You won't be disappointed. Please check it out. The Departed is definitely in my top 5. It's number 4, and I love this movie. Please check it out. All right, number 3. I was going back and forth with Departed, and with this movie, I finally made the decision and went with American Gangster. I love Denzel Washington in this movie. I love Russell Crowe in this movie. It got a lot of great actors in this movie. Can't name them all. They all great, but you can't go wrong with American Gangster. I can watch this on a rainy day, anytime. Inspired by true events. Some of the stories on here is true. Some of them Hollywood. At the end of the day, it's a great movie. I love it. When I first watched it, I fell in love with it. It is a gang. It is a gangster movie. Denzel run the gang. He's a top dog. He's playing as Frank Lucas, who run the whole thing, and he's selling drugs in New York. And he became so rich and so powerful. So it's a good movie. You haven't seen it, please check it out. It pretty much literally got gangster in the title, American Gangster. But please check it out. I believe it's a great movie. A lot of people don't think it was Denzel's best performance, but I believe it's one of his best. And I enjoy it a lot. As you can see, it's in my top 3. So it's a great movie. All right, coming down to my last 2 movies, and it wasn't even a thought. I knew what my top 2 was going to be. I just had to figure out what was going to be the rest. But number 2, The Casino. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Sharon Stone. Great actors, great movie. Again, Martin Swayze knocked it out of the park. I was really impressed with the movie, and not only that, I was really impressed how accurate, how he was trying to get the story right. And from knowing the backstory of the real story and seeing the movie, he pretty much almost knocked it out. Names would change, but at the end of the day, he almost knocked it out the park. I love Casino. I watched it so many times I can't keep track. When I found out it was on 4K, as you can see, I picked it up. It was a great movie. Won't be disappointed. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Sharon Stone. There's other couple of hits in here that I can't even name off the top of my head right now. But you can't go wrong with this movie. Oh yeah, Kevin Pollak, you got James Woods, he in here. Like I said, great cast. Everybody did that part. Everybody, made this in a classic. It's my number 2 mafia movie, gangster movie, and I will continue to keep this at number 2 till someone else come along. But for right now, The Casino is number 2. All right, so down to my last one. It's been a decent, almost 20-something minutes in this video. Come up. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. And thank you for sticking with me. But let's get into my number 1. Now, if you have, I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay. If you've seen my video before, and you would know my number 1 gangster movie of all times, and is staying there, been there for the past few years, there's no question, is The Goodfellas. Can't go wrong with The Goodfellas. Martin Swayze, again, knock it out the park. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta. I love this movie. I could watch it anytime, any day. Sunny, rainy, snow day, it doesn't matter. Goodfellas, my favorite gangster movie of all time. The acting is crazy. The accuracy of the story is almost accurate as hell. I think it's probably maybe 80% accurate. You got the movie's based on the book, and it's written by Henry Hill, who they went and just turned it into a movie. It became, I love the dialogue in the movie. I love how they just took the story apart and made it into made it into a Hollywood movie. And if you go and see the interviews with the real Henry Hill, he said how accurate it was because he was on set making sure the movie was accurate. And I love movies like that because it just shows how crazy people are. So, excuse me, but I got this the Film Vault set with the 4K and Blu-ray. I did an unboxing of this, If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It breaks down every piece of this box. I love this set. It's pretty much my one of my golden eggs here I have in my man cave, and I still have the Blu-ray, but honestly, I'll probably get rid of it because I got the 4K and Blu-ray in this set. But I love this movie. You can't go wrong. Joe Pesci, knock it out the park. He really do his thing in that movie. So that's it. That's my top 10. So if you enjoyed my video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate it. Again, if you're new to my channel, please click the like button and please subscribe. I will highly appreciate it. I'm trying to build this channel. We talk about physical media all day. If you have your opinions, please comment. Let me know what's your top gangster movie. I plan on making more of these. My top, I don't know, animated movies. My top anime movies. I don't know, my top action, my top comedy. I love doing stuff like this. Also make me think like, dang, in my whole collection, what are my top 10 of, of anything. So again, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Please click the like button. I'll talk to y'all later.